Welcome everyone. So I'm so excited today because everything Google stresses me out, like I was telling Brittany, except for setting up a basic Google Gmail. That's the only thing I can do. So I got my girl Brittany B here, and she is a master at this. So I am gonna let her take over, and she's gonna show us some SEO, Google, and fun things like that.
Hi, everyone. Give me just a second. Let me share my screen here. So like Carrie said, let's do this one, share. Perfect. All right, can you see my screen?
Yes, now we can.
Okay. Okay, so this is my Google. I am a fairly new realtor. I've been in for just over a year. So I don't have a ton of interactions on my page yet, as you can see, but I still have leads like 5 to 6 coming in a week from some simple advertising. So when you get to your Google page, you're going to click your advertise. Today, we're going to build a new ad. Rates have been dropping. Don't mind my obnoxious dog scratching on her kennel. So we're going to create a new Google ad. Rates have been dropping. So I'm going to create an ad specifically for that, like buying in the fall with the falling rates. You get the punniness behind it. So I'm going to pull this up. Now this is from, I have just one ad running currently. And so in the last 30 days, I spent $293. I've had 469 clicks onto my Google page or to my website, and 20,000 and some change on the impressions, and the cost per click being like 62 cents. So super cheap. Obviously, not all the leads that come in are going to, not all the leads that come in are going to be the best leads out there, but that's kind of the name of the game with lead services right now. There's not a great flow of fantastic leads out there. We threw a lot of nonsense, but with so many of them coming in, you end up like, you put out your big fishing net and you catch the good ones. So to build one, we're going to go to create over here on your left-hand side. And I'm going to do a campaign versus an ad group. There are different different kinds of groups that you can do. So an ad group would be like several of the same one, but I find that the campaigns are easiest to build and I get the best results with them personally. All right, and we are going to be looking for leads. So we want them to take action, or you can choose website traffic, whichever it is that you're looking for. Even though we are doing sales, you don't want to pick sales. That's not going to be what it is that you think you're looking for. So we're going to go with website traffic because my website converts them. I want them over there so it collects all the information that I'm looking for. Maybe, there we go.
Hey, Brittany, real quick. With the website traffic versus leads, your website traffic will probably have like a greater spend because are you putting money behind the website traffic?
So it's a either way, you're paying for the click into the website. So once they get to my website, I'm not running lofty ads, so it doesn't cost me any money there. It only
Okay.
costs the Google click, and then they come in as an organic lead or a Chime lead or a Google lead. It doesn't always appropriately market them, but then I can go over and see, okay, I had so many clicks over, but it usually comes through as Chime or Google lead.
Okay.
The leads one, it's going to ask you to put in your own, so the same that your website would do, like here's a lead form and you can fill it out here. But I ran 2 different ones in the past and I noticed that I get more interaction with the website traffic because once they get to my site, they want to see the house they found. They're more likely to put it in at that point because they're being rewarded with something, not just giving a stranger information.
Okay.
Okay, and then so once you click here, we're going to come down and it's going to use these conversions goals to improve website traffic. So there's a couple of different ones down here. We can do submitting lead forms. And so this is what they're going to do once they get to my website. But if you were to go with the lead trying to collect leads, this is where you would make that lead form submission so that they would be able to fill that out. And then it also has the phone calls and all of that good stuff. And we want to add a goal because it doesn't actually have, oops. This one here, we don't want this. because I'm not giving quotes over the internet for what we're doing. And we don't really want version source website. And we don't really want this one here. I do phone calls and lead form, the lead form being coming from my website. You can change that if you edit it here and re-add it, then back. Just a second. I'll show you when we get through here, but there's another spot outside of this before you get to this point where you can adjust the different conversion goals and create those before getting to this point. Those are the ones we're going to use. And then it has a couple of different ones here. So we can reach viewers on YouTube to get conversions. I am awful about making videos. I hate doing it. It makes me uncomfortable. And it brings my Tourette's out in full fledged. So I avoid it at all costs, but it is the best route if you're making videos to run your video ads. People are more likely to watch them. They don't want to read things. So you probably have a higher conversion there. But we're going to use Performance Max because this is going to reach out across all of Google in different areas, not just on the search.
Hold on, question. On the video, is it like raw video that you upload or a YouTube link?
Do the here, let's click on it. For you. I made your face too big. Hold on, move ya.
My face is too big. Don't zoom in. I haven't done my hair yet.
You look lovely. Okay, so on this one, yes, I think it's the YouTube link.
Okay.
I haven't done it before. I only have done the Performance Max because Google uses, you can put videos on here as well, but these ones are more, you can do YouTube video link or you can do raw video. And then Google will kind of learn what's happening and what works best and then put them in the right places. So it'll pop up on a YouTube, like on the commercial, or it'll pop up in a search or a related search so that you kind of reach more across Google instead of one direct area. Obviously, if you're running a different kind of business, you might use something else. Okay, so this is going to explain the Performance Max just to kind of cover it, but it's going to find the conversions where and when they happen with automation. So it's using that AI to learn the best strategies. If you've done the Lofty ads, they do this as well. But this, oops, wrong button. The thing with Lofty though is, or other lead services, is you end up paying the additional maintenance fee for them to do all of this back end. And if you learn the back end, you save yourself several $100s a month. It's going to reach the right audiences. So it's going to say, okay, I'm not getting a lot of clicks over here. We're going to stop spending ad money on this. We're going to put it on YouTube video things because we get more ad clicks there. And then also the it's going to do the high quality ads. It'll adjust your keywords with your pictures for the best response. So it's going to do not just, okay, this ad set works best or this ad set works best. It mixes the different pieces and parts together to get you the best response, which makes it a lot easier, especially when you first get going and you don't really know what you're doing. Okay, so where people are going to end up, they're going to go to my website and it will be a pain in the butt and you have to put the whole kit and caboodle in there. That's my name. Okay, perfect. And we're going to call this falling rates. Are you going to save? Did I not click it? Okay. Do not just use the random names they put in there because you will forget what it is. You want to kind of give yourself an idea of what it is so you don't have to go back through it and read through all of them to figure out which ad is which. What do you want to focus on? We are looking at conversions. You can set a target cost per action. I didn't because I wasn't sure how each one will do. If it was spending too much, you can come in here and put a limit on that if you'd like. And yeah. We'll get to the audience here in a second. New customers only, so it's not going to be retargeting because my website does that already for free. We only want to target the United States because I don't work outside of this. If you knew other languages, you can put that in here right now, here, and that's going to help expand the horizons of who you're going to reach. Excuse me. Okay, I leave these alone. You can go in here and mess with them. I don't understand this part super duper well, and it never caused me a problem before, so it get left good enough alone in that little box. But they do have, you can enhance the videos, and it'll make them fit whatever screen they're on. And it hasn't messed up any of my ads when I made my family go look for them, so we left it alone. I don't set an end date, but you are more than welcome to. So if you're running a specific ad, or if you're running like ads about an event that you're having, you can put the exact dates in here. And let's just a second for it to. If you have a tracking template, so if you on your website, on whatever it is that you're using that's tracking your conversions outside of the Google tracking conversions themselves, this is where you would go ahead and put that in. I don't do that because I have the Google link on my website, so it automatically does that. I don't have to do it for each ad. And then we run it all day. I don't put a time limit on when they come in. If they're looking at houses at 2 a.m., fantastic. I will call you at 8:30, but I'm not calling you now. You can still give me your information. And I don't put any brand exclusions or any of those things. Those are all a little too advanced for what I'm looking for. I'm just casting a large net and then whittling it down. When you make these, you can have several different assets. So you can have one that's specifically for buyers with falling rates, one that's specifically for sellers with falling rates, and then make those separately. Today, I'm only going to be making one for interest of time. Okay, and then I put my business name in here. There is only 25 characters allowed, so I don't use the Dream Homes by Brittany B, or I won't be able to put the EXP in there. Oh, yeah. Got to get creative. Here you can add your logos. I do have, move this out of the way here. Upload from my computer. I have uploaded these several times. I'm not sure why they don't save in there. Then when they click on these pictures, it will show the full kit and caboodle. Select not this one, just this one. There we go. And then you can add more logos in. I do several, some of the ones respond better with a face on them because it's more personal. Others specifically, I've noticed like my vacant land people are looking for someone a little more professional, not so bubbly. They just want somebody that's gonna quickly get it done, but we're gonna leave this one here. So we have our what we want to pop up, and then it also has our EXP logo here. Okay, this is where I pull up my Canva. You can use select colors, so I use my brand colors that I typically use. It's pretty simple to grab them if you go to one of them and copy paste your brand colors so that it's not just the plain white. Okay. Because I would never be able to remember.
Are you in Canva right now grabbing that?
Yep, that's what I'm doing. I'm grabbing the
Can you
the
show
code.
it?
Oh, I thought it would. Hold on just a second.
Yeah, it might be in a different screen.
I forgot that Zoom changed. It in the past would let you just jump around screen. There we go. Now you should be able to see it, correct?
Not yet.
Oh, how about now?
Yes.
There we
All
Okay.
right. So I'm going to copy this code. And I highlight it, copy and paste. We want this one here, my green. Copy. Go back over to Google. And then I'm going to grab my second color. I'm not going to switch screens for the second color, but I do the same thing. I go in and I grab oopsie daisy. I grab my color and then I pop them in there. I just copy and paste them. I cannot for the life of me remember all of the letters in the right order. I would end up with a completely different something. You can change your font. I'm not too particular on that if it's not the actual Canva ad. And then down here, we're going to have our asset generation. You can let, like it says, it's got AI in here where it can help you. And then it's going to ask you about the products and services you might be advertising. These are going to not just be whatever you want to type in. They have specific ones that you kind of have to choose from. So as you can see, they've got a couple of them in here already. Let's see if it'll actually pop up for me. So one of them is local listings. Sale near me. So here is to get the keywords that I use. I use Google to Google keywords. So I do top Google keywords for real estate agents in Genesee County because that's where I'm at. And then Google will pop up a whole bunch of websites that have some of those. And then it'll show you about how many Google searches for that area that whichever keyword grabs. And so I try to use some of those top ones and not the ones right off the top of the list, but in the middle of the list or a few of them down so that they're not the same keywords that all of the brokerages are using, but something a little different. So houses for sale near me or local listings, those might be a little more common. Buyer specialist near me is a big one because that is not used quite as often. But if you can get creative with it. I think I got this one confused with the next section that makes you choose from what they have. But you're going to put in what services you're offering. Try to keep it, between 5, 6 of them. You don't want to overdo it and you don't want to have not enough where it's only one service because then you're not reaching a broad enough group of people that you're advertising to. And then if you can see like over in this corner here, once we get a little further into making the ad, it will give you a percentage of how strong that ad is and it will highlight areas that you can go back and fix. And then obviously we're not working with Expedia, so that's not going to work. So here I can't know how to. Okay, there we go. Can you see my chat GPT screen?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So I already have this set up for my real estate agent tone. I use this for, it's already set. So I just type what I'm using into here. And so we want a quick witted and catchy, what they call it. Description. That's a good word. Description of my services to local clients. Google, make it 200 characters approximately. Because I haven't had enough coffee to be quite that creative. We let ChatGPT do it for me most of the time. And then we're going to grab this here, copy it, going to come back over here and pop it in. You can also tell ChatGPT directly. So like, stop. The little bar comes down when I try to go back up, but you can tell ChatGPT, make it Google SEO friendly. So keyword optimized for mortgage rate falls and buyer specialists. And then it will add those in there. So those keywords are what Google's popping up on. You don't want to overuse a specific keyword. So if the only keyword you use on your whole website, your whole Google is house, Google will flag you for that. It will actually push you down. You have to have a good mix of all these very popular keywords. And then every time somebody searches something that's even kind of related to it, Google pulls that, and now your website is in that list of things. So when they're not necessarily searching houses for sale near me and they're getting desperate and they start searching crazy stuff like, that's not the very top keywords, that's when it starts pulling your things up. The more often that you do these things, including when you make business posts, it will help to build the algorithm with your Google. Google is connected to almost everything. So it notices if you just take things away, like copy and paste things off of Facebook and then share it, it will flag you for that. And it does recognize that you do it. So take it into Canva, add your logo on it, a filter, whatever you're going to do, and it makes it kind of a new image and it allows you to have unique content. Okay, so this is a little better. It's going to talk about being a buyer specialist in the exact counties that I serve and expert negotiations, personalized service, some of the key things that I really hit on. And because it's going to use this, it's going to be those keywords people are searching for. Mortgage rates fall. What are today's mortgage rates? Looking for a buyer specialist, low rates. These are the keywords that it's going to pull. And then it's got my Instagram, my Facebook, and my website all connected to these images. And we're going to go ahead and click generate assets. Takes a second. All right, so we're at 93.7, not bad, and we haven't even put pictures in yet. It'll also give you weekly estimates. So weekly conversions, 21.4, average cost of conversion, 11.89. And we want to obviously get that to go down a little bit because that's a lot per lead. Add a phone number, because you want them to be able to call you. If you have more than one phone number, this is where you would put that in. And then it's going to have some headlines. You can have up to 15. It automatically auto-generated some of them. Obviously, not all of them are going to be ones that we want to use, like Odell Road. I don't even know where that is, so we're going to get rid of that one. And we'll fill it in with something different. Catchy headlines, you want to optimize those keywords. So let me show you what I'm talking about when I say top Google keywords, SEO, which is search engine optimized is what that stands for. Top Google SEO keywords, realtors in Michigan. We don't want any of that sponsored nonsense because it's not usually accurate. And then I go through several websites when I'm sitting down and actually doing this and not on a time crunch. But you'll be able to find go away, ad. Top real estate agents near me, realtors in blank city, hiring a real estate agent. These are a lot of the most common searches that people are looking for when finding their realtors. And so these are, ones that you're going to want to use. You'll see that Google already used a lot of them. Your Perfect Home, Real Estate Services, Dream Homes in Michigan, Real Comp MLS. They aren't even going to know what that is. So we're going to get rid of that. Real estate near me, find your new home now. We don't deal with mortgages, but we still want to bring them in because if they're searching mortgage rate drops, they're looking for a house. And so we're going to pop those in because right now, those are going to be some of the biggest search things. Everybody wants to know what's the new rate. Buyer specialist near you.
This is
What was
fire. This is so good.
Okay, well, I feel like I'm fumbling through it.
Oh my God, no,
It's so
you're
complicated. It
fantastic.
takes so long to really get to know it. And
Yeah,
the more you do it, the better you get. Like it gets a lot easier. But in the meantime, it can be overwhelming. And so when in doubt, just Google your Google, and Google will give you answers. They will tell you what the most popular keywords are. And these keywords are more than just Google. So you're going to use these when I do a Facebook post. It goes on my Google too. And I tell ChatGPT, give me a Google post, give me a Facebook post, give me an Instagram post, because the keywords and the style and length of the post really matter. So how many hashtags you have, what kind of hashtags, what you're saying, the length, the amount of characters, the kinds of characters, all of that goes into play, and how often your material is seen, and all of those things are linked, and you want it kind of synonymous. That word that I can't say. Okay, and then Dream Homes by Brittany. Nobody knows who the heck I am, and I do not have a unique first name, just my last name. So we're going to get rid of that one, and we're going to put sell my house now. So if you're selling, you're usually buying. If you're not super good at these yet, if you're not really sure what to put, let Google do what it's going to do. And the ones that don't respond, you'll be able to look at them in the stats, and you can get rid of them. You can come in and edit this. If you need some help, you're welcome to reach out to me. You'll hear a baby in the background most of the time, but I'm here to help. Okay, so yep, new listings, real estate listings, and it's going to use all of these. Now we're going to keep going down here. Long headlines. These are going to be like the titles of your ad. As you can see over here, scroll down a bit.
You only got a
It's
few
showing-
minutes left, just so you know.
Okay, so it's showing you, you can look at how they look for each one. So they're popping up in an email, on a Google search, what have you. And so it automatically popped in these long headlines. You can adjust these as needed, but these are going to be the part that you see in blue. And then we are going to add images. Those are images I've used recently, but I specifically picked out a couple for this. So let's grab those real quick. And it's intimidating at first, but once you get the hang of it, it's not that hard. My parents spend less than $300 a month in Google Ads, and I get them as much business as somebody that is doing a few $1,000s worth of ads. We had a Google company review it, and it turns out they were just going to charge us more to do the exact same thing I was doing. Okay, so we've got our two here. Frequently asked questions for buyers, and this one. All right, so now we have our ads. Sometimes it will give you like really long pictures, and it'll put them in different layouts, like how it's laid out versus portrait versus landscape. Normally you would want more images. I am just doing the base start of this, so I have 3 of them in here. We're going to use those. If you have videos, this is where you would put it in.
Wendy, there's your videos.
Yep. And so when you do these, you can search from YouTube, or you can do a raw video, which is really nice because it, allows you to make it a little more like shorter for Google versus the YouTube. And then you're going to do your site links. Go back. Site link text, homes in Grant Lake, Michigan. Find Lord.
Homes for sale.
There you go. Homes for sale. Grand blank. All right. And then your final URL. Oh, that is driving me bonkers. When you scroll up and it puts this little bar in your face. Okay. I have specialized on my website. I have these pages for each individual city. So we're going to go here, and this is directly to one of the major cities that I service. And we're going to add that in there, so it will take them directly to it. And then you know, afterwards, I'm gonna go in and put the other 3 cities that surround it, so it's specific to the area, and there's one for each city or county or what have you. You can put another tracking template in here if you want additional separate ones. Some people like to really track them. It's too complicated for me. You can also put a schedule where it only runs for certain times of the day. I feel like that's unnecessary. Sometimes people can't sleep and I want their business too, because same friend. All right, and then automated, this is going to allow Google to decide what's best. Do they want to learn more? Do they want to sign up? Do they want to contact? Whatever the case may be. I let Google do what it's going to do. For the most part, it works out well for me, so I'm not going to change it. But if you only wanted it to be, you know, go to the website, whatever, you can change it to be that. More asset types, if you have special promotions, events that you're doing, if you have a specific lead form that you want them to be able to fill out, if you have, we don't advertise prices so much, or if you want to do call outs for different information, these I haven't messed with, so I'm not super familiar with the call outs. But I have done lead forms before, and again, like I said, it worked out much better when I just have them do it from my website. And my website does a really good job of keeping track of it. And then also I can customize what it's going to show. So we're going to do brand blank. Oh. Homes for sale. So then when they go to the website, it will be more streamlined, and this is what it's going to say for them. And you can send them to a different site link on the mobile if your website's not friendly to both. All right, now we're gonna look at search themes, and their search themes are these are the ones that are.
Oh, that are auto.
Yeah, they're getting down this way, so it doesn't always do it, but I think it's on the lead forms, it's more strict about what you put in. So these are gonna be the types of searches that they're looking for. And you're going to put up to 25 in here. Again, use your keywords, the same ones that you use throughout the rest of it, the more dense and diverse it is. So using like more than one, you're using 5, 6 of them and keeping it very, very targeted as to what you're looking for, because if you make it too big, you're just going to get a lot of random stuff. You want to really target in on it, but give enough keywords that it catches everybody searching. You know, everybody searches differently in the words that they put in. So you're trying to think, how does a consumer search for a realtor? So another one is realtors near me, and nobody else has to call you a top agent. You can call yourself that, and it will still pop up. All right. Audience signal. I don't have a tracker for this. Audience name. Genesee County. Nobody else see that, so it doesn't matter if it's misspelt. But this is where you'll add your audience in. So who exactly are you looking for? Who are you trying to reach with your searches? That's being slow, I apologize.
Taking its time.
I know, what the heck?
It's like, well, we know you're on a time crunch, so we're just gonna make you wait.
We're gonna be really rude. It's doing what Google does best. Being a pain in the tush.
It's okay, because you're gonna be back doing this again on Tech Tuesday, and you get a whole hour.
Fantastic.
Hour.
Then we'll be able to dive better.
I needed one more class in October. Come on.
There are so many little caveats to it.
This is why I'm just gonna pay Brittany to do it for me.
Brittany's barely has time myself.
No, this is great. This is great.
Okay. Well, while that's working on it, I will try my best to describe it, but it will ask, you know, who do you want to target? Be very careful here. Remember that you do have rules behind this, right? So we're targeting everybody. You don't want the whole United States. I want this county, and I put that in specifically. I'm reaching exactly these cities, and I'm anybody 18 to 99 plus, they're covered in there. And you can't reduce the age, you can't do those kinds, but you can target the area that you're looking for. You don't have to do the whole United States. So you put your town in. And then other types of segments. Do this one, but we don't just close the thing. For the Lord have mercy.
Don't
It
care.
hates me any which how. And then demographics. So we're going to put like homeowners, people that search for home repairs, targeting specifically people that aren't renting, unless that's the ad that you're running and you're trying to target renters specifically. And you can put those keywords in there as well. This is really ticking me off.
It's definitely doing it on purpose.
Oh, 100% it
It's
is.
probably because we're on Zoom, so it's slowing down.
Yeah. Is there a way to rewatch this several times so we can do it while watching the video?
Yes, I'll have the recordings posted.
Go away, segment. Oh my goodness, I apologize. It's
I know it's
freezing.
like not gonna go away.
It's
That's
not going away. But
that's
that was
okay.
pretty much the last part, is where you make the audience. So you're really targeting what city am I trying to reach? I know some of you work in larger cities where you're specifically targeting a neighborhood, so you can put that subdivision in, or you know, the exact area that you're looking to get rid of. Or not get rid of, to target, excuse me. And then it will ask you, how much do you want to spend? The answer is not all the monies, because it will spend all the monies very, very quickly. Make sure that you look at your budget so that you're not surprised when Google charges you several $100s. I
You
only
hear
did
this,
that once on
Wendy?
accident. Oh my goodness, it just hates me. Oh, no, it did not.
And sometimes it just deletes itself.
Okay, so we'll go down here so we can skip. I can show you what we're doing. So here, ignore the score is not going to be accurate. Here is where you will set your daily budget. When you put this in, say my budget's $10, this will adjust over here. Where the campaign optimization score and the weekly estimates, you can put in what your daily budget is, and it will give you the estimate of what it thinks your particular ads is going to generate with that budget. And when it doesn't delete all of your things because it's got it out for you, then it will be much easier, because it'll be right there and it'll show you, okay, $10 might be a waste of money because I'm only getting 2 ads a week, or I'm only getting approximately 2 leads. I need to bump it up, or, you know, there's not a much difference over X amount of price, and you can play with that to see what best fits your budget and what it is that you're looking to accomplish. I'm going to back up here, and take you down to the bottom so that, all right. So here's where you would add your audience signals. What kinds of, yes, it's me, you knuckleheads. Skip that for now. So you can add additional signals. This is where I do the interests and detailed demographics. So what are they interested in? They're interested in home repairs. What's my equity? Those kinds of keywords and tags. And then also the demographics. So it'll allow you to do like, looking for homeowners. I'm looking for 18 plus, because 5-year-olds don't, on YouTube, they aren't buying houses, and I don't want to waste my ad money there. And then also the demographics. So this is going to be, you know, you can't really change this. You got to leave this alone. But if for other businesses, yeah, down here. All right, so then when you get to the end, it'll give you a summary. Obviously, I don't have a bunch of stuff in there, so this is going to pop up red all over for errors. It does check for errors so that you don't accidentally like publish something that's not going to work, or that there's something missing. And so it will it'll tell you you need more site links. You should have at least 4. And then you go back and you put a few more site links and it'll say, okay, this one doesn't have enough keywords. You should put some more things here. Or, hey, you forgot to put in a phone number there, and it will catch those things for you. And then once you get down here, it will have a little button that says confirm so that you're able to get the ad up and running. It does take a little bit after it's up and running for them to, how do I stop? How do I stop sharing?
Just hit stop share.
Oh, the big red button. Very smart. Okay.
I
I
got
can do
you.
Google, but can I find the red button? Sure can. Um, So once you get it all up and running, it does take usually about 24 hours for most of mine that I've ran, both for my parents' company and mine. They will double check it on their end. Also, Google runs this great thing when you start running ads with them. They give you a coupon that says, hey, you can get 500 once you spend 500, which comes in handy. It's like a whole month or 2 of free advertising. I have yet to spend over 300 and I'm getting 10 to 15 a month, which for a realtor with only 4 reviews on my Google, that's pretty good.
Amazing.
Yeah, so for those of you that have the time behind you and you have some of those things built up, it will definitely work out a little faster, a little better for you. Like I said, if you have any questions, I can help you out along the way because it's confusing at first.
Yeah, for sure confusing. And don't you already have, or didn't you already close a deal from this? Was it from this?
Yes, so it's unclear if they found me from Google or if they originally found me from Realtor because they searched Realtor near me and Clio or like near Clio, I popped up and they clicked on my realtor.com because I have my Google and my Realtor linked. So probably more likely that I popped up for Clio because I keep posting all the pictures on there and tagging specific cities so that when they search it, I beat out the one that sold 30 houses last year and they think I'm some kind of amazing person and I show up with a baby and a donut, trick them into it. Just kidding.
You are an amazing person.
Yes, absolutely.
So I'm unclear if that one came, but that they either which way they closed and I showed them a house on Tuesday and the following Tuesday, 2 hours before the original appointment time, we closed the deal. So I like those ones. Those are nice.
Cash buyers are pretty quick. They're amazing.
Yes, especially unexpected ones. Oh, what a
Mhm.
lovely Tuesday we've had.
Yes.
God,
All right, well,
so
sorry guys, we definitely ran a little over, but it's good.
Sorry.
We got all the goods in
worth
there.
it.
The recording will be up later, so don't worry about that. So yeah, I'm gonna have to sit and rewatch it too and step by step it, just like everybody, because yeah, this hurts my brain.
It's a lot of steps.
Better
And
than paying someone to do it though, right?
Right.
yes, because
It's
once you
hard
get the
to
hang of
tell
it,
apart.
it's like an hour or 2 worth of work and you just leave it. You let it
Yeah.
be and you can run 4 or 5 ads for the price of one lofty ad. And I'm getting the same traction, the same kinds of leads. So
It's amazing.
Beautiful.
All right, well, thank you guys, and I will see you next week.
bye.
Thank you, Britt.
Bye.
Thank you, Carrie.
Yes.